Knowing your battlefield. Welcome to the blank slates. Know your enemy, know yourself, and your victory will not stand in doubt. The Art of War, 3:18. Victory hinges on more than just understanding the players. It requires knowing the stage on which the conflict unfolds, i.e. the battlefield. In social life, the battlefield could represent the environments we navigate daily, workplaces, communities, or digital platforms. Just as a military commander must grasp the terrain, individuals need to understand the social landscapes where competition, collaboration, or negotiation occurs. It's key to understanding terrain and its impact on strategy. The natural formation of the country is the soldier's best ally. 10:21. There are different types of terrain, from accessible ground to desperate ground, each demanding unique approaches. Accessible ground could represent spaces where common interests unify people. These shared spaces are easy to navigate collaboratively. Meanwhile, desperate ground may symbolize situations of unrest or heightened competition, where careful action becomes a matter of survival. Consider entangling ground. 10:4. This is terrain that's easy to leave but difficult to retake. Imagine a force pushing into a dense jungle or urban environment only to find themselves vulnerable during retreat. Sun Tzu advises caution, suggesting a strike only if the enemy is unprepared. 10:5. In social dynamics, this can be likened to reputational risks in public discourse. One ill-considered statement can entangle a person, making recovery arduous. Modern conflicts offer examples of this. Think of situations where advanced militaries struggle in unfamiliar, complex terrain, or where organizations misstep in volatile social climates. Both scenarios highlight the enduring relevance of Sun Tzu's advice. A keen understanding of the battlefield allows a commander to anticipate the enemy's movements and exploit natural advantages. If we wish to fight, the enemy can be forced to an engagement, even though he'd be sheltered behind a high rampart and a deep ditch. All we need do is attack some other place that he will be obliged to relieve. 6:11. This concept of indirect maneuvering, luring the enemy into unfavorable positions, remains a cornerstone of strategy. This could be likened to redirecting focus toward productive conversations rather than entrenched conflicts, ultimately creating opportunities for resolution or growth. We see echoes of this in modern conflicts, where control of key geographical features, communication lines, or resource-rich areas often dictates the course of war. These seemingly static elements of the battlefield become dynamic when viewed through the lens of Sun Tzu's teachings, shaping the ebb and flow of power. The battlefield can be intangible terrains like digital ecosystems or ideological landscapes. Social platforms, much like geographical terrain, can either amplify voices or obscure them, depending on how they are navigated. Timing and positioning in these spaces often determine success or failure. Understanding the battlefield extends beyond mere geography. The environment changes constantly. Tactics are like water. Just as water retains no constant shape, so in warfare there are no constant conditions. 6:32. Knowing the battlefield isn't about memorizing a static map. It's about recognizing the dynamic interplay of terrain, weather, logistics, and even the morale of troops, and using that understanding to shape a fluid and adaptable strategy. One can learn to navigate power dynamics at work, responding to shifting trends in industries, or finding common ground in polarized discussions. Success comes from observing, adapting, and mastering the environment, not merely reacting to it. As we navigate the complexities of our own modern landscapes, wisdom reminds us that the terrain may change, but the principles of strategy endure. That's it for today's deep dive. I'll see you in the next episode of the Blank Slates 101.